face around here. What? What do you mean by that? So you're the one who's here to break me out? Not interested. Because I know your type. You're trouble. Not any small amount of trouble. You want to watch the world burn. Everything about you tells me all that I need to know. Your walk, your talk, even the way you fucking stand tells me you're not breaking me out of here for a small-time job. If I go with you, I might as well kiss my life goodbye. No, I'm not interested in your little proposition. I don't need to see the future to know any of that. If you haven't noticed by the wards around these cells, I can't use my magic. Everything telling me not to go with you is just common sense. How do you know about that? If you so much as touch a hair on her head, I will snap your head right off of your fucking shoulders. Oh, trust me. I don't need to be a detective to know that you seeing yet is a shite guarantee. Fine. I'll go with you. How are we leaving? There are guards outside wandering the halls. I don't trust you, but you do seem to know your shit. How are you doing this? So you're not suddenly feeling chatty? Fine. If I had to guess, then based on the fact that you and I are walking around while you don't seem to have a care in the world during an obviously active prison watch, you're either a demon who's really good at concealing yourself, or, more plausible answer, you're a telepath who's really good at blocking things out of people's heads. Us two being your focus right now, so we don't get caught while you're walking. It's not hard to tell. You're not hard to read. You're playing it off like you're in control of the situation, but you don't want to talk because it'd break your focus from keeping us safe while you're in the guards' heads. All those minds being pulled along by one must be taxing after all. I'm assessing my new warden. A part of my assessment concludes that I could kill you right now. I'd be discovered out of my cell with a dead body next to me, which will of course lead to questioning and solitary confinement for a while. But versus my being in your hold and the endangerment of my daughter, I am quite favourable to the former consequences. I've already taken into account your accomplice. The priest that visited me some weeks ago, who just so happened to look like the guard that just got posted to my block. Yeah, he was wearing a charm that uses telepathic magic to conceal his face. Worked on all the stupid assholes here. Unfortunately for you, telepathy doesn't work on detectors. you might be a good fighter, and I can't see your future given that you're a telepath. But I don't need to see it to know I can snap your neck off with these handcuffs on. I haven't killed you yet for the same reason that you don't seem to be afraid of me. You know that I want out. I deserve to be here, but being in a place where I'm seen as less than human, fed like a pig, and put to work like a cattle, I'd rather take my leave than stay here much longer. You're really putting that magic to work. Must be hard to focus when you're fighting off a ward. I'm getting my jabs while I can before you start putting me on a leash. It's better than being put in a cage, and luckily for me, I get to have a different leash than the one you put on that priest. It's hard not to see it, the way the bloke looks at people. I've seen him staring at me during the night. Every time I caught him, he'd watch me like a cat staring down a mouse. Still, it didn't look like there was even a thought behind his soulless eyes. I heard telepaths were good at brainwashing, just didn't get to see it. But looking at him, you really turned that man into a screw. I'm an assassin and a spy. I'm not gonna pretend I'm better than you, but I know I'm sure as hell not gonna trust you. Regardless of who he was, you've blasted that man's mind. Now you're carrying him around like a doll. Takes someone real sick to do that. Hey, he's probably fucked up. I don't know him. But you're the one who wiped his mind to use him like a slave. I can tell you don't care about him, but this is less about him and more about you defending your character. I'm bringing this up because telepathy doesn't work on me, so instead of trying to use it on me, you've chosen threats to make me fall in line. But if you could, you wouldn't hesitate to do the exact same thing to me. It means I'm not letting my guard down around you. I don't give a shit about who you are. I said that before. You could be the new fucking Messiah, and I tell you to kiss my ass. I'll be as rude as I want. We both know that you don't care, or else you would have dropped the act a long time ago and let me get caught. Because you don't just want my help, you need me. And for threatening my daughter, I'm going to make this the worst decision you've ever made. My liege, Mr. Pollard. Is that what he calls you? Is that something I'm expected to call you? Unless you wish to have your tongue removed, then you should. And what's your name? This is gonna be one fucking long car ride.